Those heavens. Can you say them their dominion over the earth? Now look at your problem. Because you don't have any knowledge of anything. The wicked ones will hijack the constellation and what? And hijack, please go back, don't run mad at me. And hijack the ordinances of the earth. And you can say the dominion over the earth through the ordinance and what? The constellation. So you are suffering because certain ordinances have been hijacked and set against you on earth, against a marriage, against your life. That is why you are moving like mumu everywhere, nothing to say. When they say come to church and listen, you say no, don't come to church and let me stay at home. This is not Facebook. This is deeper revelation than theology. Can you hear me here? Then, by Wednesday, we are going to go to deal with the ordinance and the constellation. Then, to check where they've been used or mismanaged against your life, we're going to go back to the Orion, come against them, uproot them, dismantle them. Now, remove whatever they've imposed as what ordinance against your life and establish the real ordinance and command the constellation to deliver the will of God in your life, and life will change. Tell you. The life will what? Change. This is what we call prophetic teaching. This is... The life will change. Can you set the dominion over the earth? Can you? There are many of you here today who are suffering, dying, because the ordinances have been set against you. And when they say, come to church, no. Worship God, no. This one, no. I will tell you the reason why you cannot do the right thing on Wednesday. And I will break you out of that nonsense. And you're going to see the glory of God in the name of Jesus. And from tonight, every ordinance set against you, if you can rise and shout amen, shall be broken. I say it's 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 broken. Now hear me. Now, the Mazerot, can you hear me here? Is what I call constellation. The alignment of constellations and how it is used to manage the affairs of men. Now listen to me. Now the Bible is saying on the last day, the Mazerot will go out to gather everyone, everything that have been troubling your life. They will gather them. They will go out from tonight, as I'm speaking. The Mazerot is going out to gather everyone. Can you hear me? That have been tormenting you, because it is what? Assemble. That word means assemble. And bring them together. So that God will judge them tonight, so that the sickle can be released for you to see your harvest. Read down.
Knowest thou the ordinances of heaven?
No. Can you go to 32? Use King James Version.
King James, sir.
I want to get...
Can thou bring forth Mazarot in his season?
Mm-hmm. What of Actros?
Or can thou guide Actros with his sons?
Now, Actros means what? Aish, which is the root word for what? Ush, which means assemble. So the spirit of Actros will move. The spirit of Mazarot will move. Can you hear me here? And gather them together, and they shall be broken. Now, I want to declare tonight that every power that been ganging up against you, I get me here. Whatever constellation, whatever ordinance, by the fire of Asherot, if you shout amen, let them go of flames. Let them go of flames. Let them go of flames in the name of Jesus. So Mazarot will be released tonight to go in search of those who are using the ordinances and the constellation, the stars, the moon, the sun, the wind, the air against you, and the fire of God shall consume them. Judgment of the Lord shall start in his house. So they shall gather them, and God will judge them. That judgment will start now, because we don't need to wait again, for the season is ripe. Can you hear me here? When the season is ripe, God will delegate power upon certain people that have knowledge. That is why people are teaching it. Now, tonight, we are going to release what? The Mazarot. He will gather everyone that be using any nonsense against their destiny. And they shall bring them to the church of God, and we shall call fire of Mazarot upon them, and they shall be destroyed. You're going to see yourself walking out of every captivity by the time I'm done. Hey. Have you ever asked, Apostle? Jesus said to those who believe in him, John 8:30 and 32. Those who believe in him, can they go there fast? John 8. As he spake these words, many believed on him. Is it true? Then Jesus turned to those Jews who believe on him, and said, come, listen. If you continue in my word, it means that you're going to grow in level of knowledge of discipleship. Now look at it here. You will know what ordinary believer do not know. Now go on. Go on. And ye shall know what? The truth. And the truth shall make you what? Free. So freedom, real freedom, lasting freedom is a function of knowledge. Not clapping hands in the church. Is that clear? Yes, that is why when you look at the Bible, is it not Proverbs 11 verse 9 that says by knowledge, through what? Knowledge shall the just be delivered. Can you marry the two now? The just is born again. So there are many born again who are what? Bound. That is why you cannot see the glory of the little church in the church. We are only preaching John 3:16. We are only preaching salvation. We reduce the covenant to only salvation. Now, the seed of covenant that ought to manifest the blessing is not blessed. Is begging for food. No glory. So the world is not ready to come to the bride, to the church, because they cannot see the glory and the promised glory. But when the church began to manifest the promised glory and become the epitome of the blessing of Abraham, they will say, come, let's go and follow them. Can you hear me here? So now people are struggling. We are struggling. And I want to stop smoking. I want to stop fornicating. You cannot stop it. Now, have what? Respect for covenant. It's a covenant battle. Because the battle the devil is fighting you is not you. He's fighting what? The bride. And let the bridegroom show him who he is. That is why he laid down his blood, that his bride will be free. So if you respect the covenant, understand the covenant, you can get the covenant. The covenant will now. Now the covenant will now what? The Jesus will minister from the heaven and the prince of the earth. Now he will not trap your trap. So that Babylonian spirit that caged your mind and say you must fornicate, you must drink, you must lie, you must do this, you must do evil. Now Jesus Christ set trap on them and catch them. So they become victim of what they propose to you. Then you get your freedom and serve God and manifest the glory of God and become the church without spot and wrinkle. It's not theology. Can you hear me here? Now listen. All of you listen to me. In this life, your victory is tied to the understanding of covenant. My people are destroyed for lack of knowledge. You will see by the time I'm done, by next Sunday, that thing many of you are looking for will naturally come if you're willing to obey the rules. This is a time for the church, Apostle. This is a time for the refreshment will come in the presence of the Lord. It's not time to play with God's presence. The voice of the Lord will be heard from Zion. He will gather them through the power of Actoros and Mazaroth and send them as a word to assemble them together in the valley for judgment, that the saints can have harvest. For the God shall release the sickle and bring their harvest, and they will live in abundance, and things will fat and overflow. Hey.